Happy Information Wednesday, Shalise McQueen here. For my teaser video, we're continuing the conversation surrounding Liam Life Insurance Awareness Month. This is a topic that I love and also hate to talk about. I love it because I think it's a very important conversation that you should have with your loved ones. That way everyone's prepared and knows what to expect in the event that something is to happen. And I hate the conversation because when I have it with people, I happen to be reminded of how unprepared a lot of you individuals are. And so I really plead with you guys to take this conversation seriously. And if you haven't had it with your loved ones, I urge you to do so as soon as possible. Now, to continue that conversation, I do want to talk about some common myths, and these may be the reason why maybe you haven't acted in the past to get yourself some life insurance. So the first one is life insurance has zero use until you actually have to cash in for a death benefit. And that's actually not the case. There are several products and policies available that actually have a separate cash accumulation account that you can use to subsidize for retirement or any future need that you may have, take a loan against it, etc. In fact, I and a lot of my friends have taken advantage of this program because let's be honest, Social Security is likely not going to be there for you and I when it comes time to cash in. And so it's so important to have some separate cash set aside to help subsidize your retirement plan. Next on our list, which I preach about all the time, is I have life insurance through work. That's enough. Again, you do not own that policy under any circumstances. The second that your employment ends, that policy will also end with your employment, which would of course leave you without life insurance. And a lot of these policies are minute and probably are enough to help take care of any burial expenses, maybe some minor medical expenses. But for the most part, it really is not going to fulfill the need that you have in leaving behind a legacy and not a burden. So it's really important that you have some subsequent insurance that you personally have control and ownership over, and your work insurance should just be an icing on the cake. This one's probably my favorite. I'm young, I'm single, I'm healthy. Well, good for you. But the reality is that does not mean that you're immune to any kind of unforeseen circumstances, including death. And whether despite your familial status, what that may look like for you, debt does not die with the creator. And what that means is any debt that you've accumulated, if you were to have an unforeseen passing, will be passed on to your estate and your heirs, aka your parents, your siblings, etc. And that's not something that we want to leave behind. So despite what that looks like for you, your age, your health, your familial status, you need life insurance. On our list, life insurance is expensive. It certainly can be, and that's why it's really important to have a game plan and keep up on your policies that you have in place as they expire, they mature, whatever that may look like, because later in life, insurance does become more expensive. And of course, as you get older as well, you can have some health issues that come up, which also does take in consideration with your life insurance premiums. But there are so many different life insurance policies and products available for whether you have pre-existing conditions or not. So don't let that be a reason for you not to have the protection that you need. My next topic goes along with my last one, that if you have pre-existing conditions, you're not eligible for life insurance, and that is not the case. I know a lot of people that have type 2 diabetes, heart failure, a lot of different issues, and they're still able to qualify for some type of life insurance. The great thing about me and Farmers is we're able to get you a medical exam free of charge, so you really have nothing to risk or lose. And that way you know where you sit and what kind of premium that you qualify for, or what kind of face amount you qualify for, and what kind of premium that you can afford. Next, you will get better returns on other types of investments or opportunities aside from life insurance. And again, life insurance should not be your end-all be-all in terms of a financial plan for your future, but it definitely should be part of that plan. Like I said, I have products that I personally use myself that will help subsidize my retirement. It's building cash accumulation every single month and every year. So that way when I hit retirement age, which for all of you in my age demographic, that is now the age of 72, lucky us. But that way you're gonna have some extra funds set aside, so you're not gonna have to worry about, again, cashing in on Social Security. On my list, and this probably is the biggest misconception I hear all the time, is I am a stay-at-home parent. I do not need life insurance. Just because you're not bringing in a salary to the household, you in fact are saving your household a ton of money, such as in child care, etc. And it is said that a homemaker these days, if they were actually paid, would be in the upwards of $178,000 a year. So if your household happened to lose a stay-at-home parent, that's what you in essence could expect to have to go replace the due dates they took care of for the family. $178,000 a year. As I close our conversation today, I want to leave you with these numbers. Again, despite what your age is, your demographic, your familial status, your health status, your financial backing, these numbers are true and hard, and this may not be you currently, but it could be you in the future. 42,915 people die in fatal car accidents every year, and this is a 2020 number. 200,955 people will die from accidental death, again, 2020 number. And 133 million reportedly die from terminal illnesses every year, again, 2020 number. These numbers are only climbing. So this may not be you currently, but it could be you in the future. So remember to ask yourself, are you protected? You can give me a call at 602-525-5665 or email me at cmcqueen@farmersagent.com. Stay safe and we'll see you next week.